Hello everybody and welcome to round number 16, I believe. We are now at the Australian Grand Prix for today's race. I'm just trying to listen in to see if my voice is correctly. Right, okay, I think we're okay. And today it's the Australian Grand Prix here in Australia, ironically, would you believe? Melbourne is the exact location in Australia, in case you are unfamiliar. Today's race will hopefully be one interesting one, at least. Oh dear. What we're watching now. Yeah, get out there. We'll get there eventually, don't you worry, lads. Don't you worry. Alright. Oh, and by the way, yeah, my voice does come up in the top right hand. I can't remember how to turn it off. I'll have to reinstall everything. So, shame on you guys, eh? But yeah, today here, with 3 races, 3 rounds left to go in this championship. So not too much to get going now. Should have got the score table up before we started here, but once again I forgot. A shame. And Rain's lost connection. Rejoin, bud. Let me go and quickly tell him that while we watch Ulbeck. Okay, friends. Right. Yep, the championship. Beginning to heat up a little bit. Not too many rounds left to go now. Only a couple of the big ones. After this race it will be Japan, which unfortunately I cannot air. Just won't be around. That is a shame because, well, it's the penultimate round, so the championship could be won then. But let's hope it goes down to the wire. Rain's left the session. Hopefully we'll be able to rejoin. He was saying he was finding some issues earlier on. Phil is winning the championship at the moment. He leads by 10 points and everybody behind him is out of contention. Around 15 not. 16 that I thought. My apologies. But Ulbeck, watch him on a flying lap. Let's go to the next. We'll watch him come across the line. Actually, why not? So, oh, that's just him to start a lap. Whoa, what was Z-Takes doing there? Got right on board with Ulbeck into the first corner, making the car stick to the ground now, feathering it out through this next corner onto the big second to third corner straight. Locking up a little bit now, getting the car turned in, touching it on the outside. It does look pretty sweet through there, touching all the curbs. Maybe a little bit of a lift there, didn't need to happen, but he probably knows a bit more than me. Very wide into that corner, missing the apex as he locked up a little bit. I got the hiccups for some reason. Now breaking into this corner, big lockup. That's the corner I always find difficult, because you really got to turn in and then launch it out through this corner. And sweeping to the left, and then sweeping back to the right. Rain, we need to assist him now through the long, fast left, right. Now going down towards the final sector. Brakes too early there for that Ulbeck. Now able to push around to the fast right-hand corner. In the back end slightly. Braking now hard. Getting the apex in, getting the car turned in very nicely. Probably could have run out a little bit wider to gain a bit more speed through this corner. But now going down with the slipstream towards the line. It's 1:27.4. Gimp comes across the line. He sets a 1. Oh, it's not. I always thought it was a little bit earlier than this. A 1:25.0. Yeah, it's Copper coming to the end of the first sector. Making his car look very nice indeed. For being overcritical, maybe could have ran the car out a little bit wider. But again, that's only if we're being overly critical at the moment. We are not. Now as he goes down towards the fast left-right, chucks the car in, then floors it through the second apex, making use, but I think he might have got a corner cut actually from that. But we'll have to wait and see. Now going towards the braking zone, heavy and hard. Could have maybe ran the car out a little bit wider, carried a bit more speed through there. Second part looks nice. Again, maybe a little bit more speed to be found on the exit. And there, that was a weird line, but he's over to the left-hand side and able to floor around here. Oh, just about. Car turns in a little bit late and gets a lot of understeer. It's not going to be a good lap from him by his standards, but a 25.8. Not horrendous, it must be said, in Milik. On an outlap, I believe. And Phil, on a fast lap going to the end of the first sector, braking. Getting on the grass, it felt like there almost. But towards now the turn 9 and then onto the back straight, or back not so straight as I like to call it. There, they just mount that curve as it seems to be the way to do it. Now down this straight as fast as he can go, flooring that Renault engine and getting ready to turn into the quick left-hand corner. He gets it, then switches back to the right. Looks like a very good exit. Now is this car ahead going to hold him up a little bit? If it's on a lap, there's no need for him to give it up. Oh, that was close. I think that's Z takes. But Phil takes the position off him. I don't know if on a fast lap or not, but that way you sort of broke up very early from that in comparison to how Phil did. And now he's back in front of him. What the fudge? Now who's the Force Indian in today's race? It should be Z takes, yes? No, I can only view profile. Oh no, what have I done? Ah, ignore all this, don't worry everybody. Don't know what happened there. The Gimp still stays in P1. Crystal Catcher there seems to be the only one who's driving fast at the moment, so let's ride on board with him. Looking down the gears. Very nicely, it must be said. Now braking towards us turn 9. And then flooring it out there. The Force India gets out of the way nicely this time. Cuts the corner a little bit there. Might give him an invalid lap, I don't know. I cannot tell for sure. Because I do not know for sure. But I guess we'll never know, hey? Guess we'll never know. Now I bet you almost any money he's going to turn into the pits here. Because I just have that tickling feeling. No, he doesn't actually. Fair play to him. He's going to stay out now going towards the start-finish line to do a 126.2, putting him P7. Aiden's on an outlap currently. Yarmolenko not on a great lap either, it looks like. Ulbeck, already watched the lap of his Z-Takes. Right on board with him. Why not? Why not? Braking into the earth. So pretty happy. I'm yawning and he's out braking. He's trying to get a couple of second bites of the cherry there almost in this. It's a bit weird. In there very much. Whoa! Loses the back end a bit there. That was a bit funny. Braking hard, turning in right. Again missing the apex there a bit. Not a great day in the office here for Z-Takes. Struggling a bit, it seems. I'm going to stay I'm yawning like a trooper right now. Left, right, flat out. Now, there's always a nice overtaking spot. This corner here, braking the 100-meter boards and turning in and getting the power out nice and ready. And oh, he gets a little bit of a shake on. as he goes round and out. The final two corners, there's a cars in contact, and that's really ruined Z-Tech's lap. It's one of those, he knows they ghost, but do you really trust the ghosting system? That's just ruined his final part of the lap. Wasn't a great lap, I don't think, but you never know. Malenko's pulling over to the side. So Aiden's on a lap here as well. He's going towards the third corner down the big second straight. Braking, getting the car turned in nicely on the curb. And then now, a bit of understeer. Oh, a lot of understeer there. Whoa! So it looks like he turned in a little bit later than he was expecting. It was a bit weird. But now at the end of the sectors, first sector, getting that first corner. Whoa! Yeah, he's bottled the lap, I think. We watch Twitch Sir Lannister, or whatever his name is, Sir Landy Lannister. Yes, I have been watching him. He's in red as well, so isn't that a bit ironic? He goes P3. Wow, 125.4. Very nice lap. Whoa, rain! Don't know what was happening there. Whoa, he's driving all over the show there. So that sorts itself out. Wumbo in the lap currently. P16, that's not where he's going to want to be. Braking in hard, turning right. We're continuing to go round. With the fast right-handers, he didn't look very fast there, Wombo, so we'll chuck over to a different person. V6 gun and Julian Powers. I'm so tired. Oh my gosh, why am I so tired? Should have went to bed earlier, hey? Turning around the last corner now, turns and burns towards the line to 127.1, puts in P12. Millick on a flying lap, it looks like he's going to turn 3 now. Gets the car turned in. It's been nice and slowly. The car turns over to the right as well. Looking very nice and quick through that corner. Looks like he gave a little bit of a lift there. Maybe he's running a lot less downforce than I'd be expecting. Through that corner again. Looking very tidy. Probably could have been a bit closer to the apex if you want anything to criticise on this lap so far. Breaking that 100-meter board. Getting that, not thumping that curb like everybody else seems to be. Leaves the exit probably a little bit cleaner, but also be a bit slower, so depends on which way you want to go now into the fast corner. Jumping it down to 5th and giving a little bit of a lift there as well. He doesn't seem as confident as some of the other drivers through that certain corner. Braking hard, getting the car turned in again, missing the apex slightly. It means he's on the power later. Now into this corner. Nice, but maybe could have carried a little bit more speed again if you want to be overly critical. And gets the car turned in. Third gear to get the traction down. He goes into the pits. Well, that was a letdown. Let's see Phil as he starts his lap. Getting turned in. Really is using a lot more track. He looks very confident. That's for sure. Braking, locking up on his front left. That car, Mercedes trying to get out of the way. Not in a great position. He locks up there, sort of makes him go wide a little bit. Maybe it's going to struggle him on the power a little bit, but he does look like in the bottom left-hand corner. He is up on his time, so he's going to hope that stays that way. Now braking for this corner, down to 5th, but no lift. And that's the main difference, really. And now braking at 100-meter boards, turning into the corner. Nailing the apex and then nailing the exit as well, very nicely done. And then found that corner, carrying so much speed, breaking into the penultimate corner, hitting the apex, getting on the power, squeezing, and turning into the right hander, and now flooring it down towards the start finish straight. This lap could be good enough for a pole position time. Currently it is. It puts Gimp out of the running currently. With 3 minutes left to go in the session. Not long at all. Not long at all. Ian at the moment on the super soft tyres. He's coming around the final sector as well. Around the final corner, I'm gonna yawn again. My goodness, I need some Red Bull. I feel not plugged, sadly, not plugged. If Red Bull are watching and do want to plug me, well, miracles happen, don't they? I mean, sure, why not? Let's have a look at our grid currently. Still, Twitch Lannister is in P3. Jeff, do you want to shut up, Jeff? Jeff! Jeff! Shut up. You're not wanted. You weren't asked for. At all. Kip on a lap currently. He's in P6. Not a bad result for him. To be fair, that corner looked a little bit funny. I was looking down at my screen, unfortunately, so I didn't get to see it. But the sounds it made on that corner weren't the sounds you wanted it to make, I presume. But anyway, around this fast right-hand corner, towards the braking zone, nailing it, and then gets the car turned in on the curb, runs maybe a little bit wide, and that's going to ruin his lap, actually. He gives up on it. Might be a full retirement, that one. And we watch Vioxuk, who's now on a flying lap, apparently. I could have sworn when we looked at him earlier, he was on a normal lap. Or maybe he was, I don't know. Let's watch Vioxuk, why not? First corner, Apex, exit nice, maybe runs a little bit too far over, but he was still flooring it, so it's not the end of the world. Now coming up the second straight, braking hard. Doesn't go for the late apex, which is what I was expecting him to do, but it works out nicely. Now hitting those apexes and making it very nice, running out wide there, flat out through that corner. Now coming into this quick right-left chicane on the grass slightly. Hurt him with a little lift if you want to be, again, picky. Should have really been floored at that point as well. Into corner 3, into third gear even, sorry. Then releasing the Kraken of that Honda engine. Enigma's retired from the session. I presume that's his qualifying session done. Now running into the quick left-right, flat through the second part. Now it's going to launch him off that corner in towards the final sector. It's going to be a braking hard for this first right corner, trying not to let that Williams distract him, and I think it has. He runs a little bit wide there, and this Williams has really backed him up. Oh no! What a shame was that. Twitch Lannister now on P4. He's behind a Mercedes car who tries not to hinder his lap, but I presume it will do. It was a funny place for it. And I've been tabbed out. Brilliant. Hello and welcome to the TeamSpeak. Now we tab back in. I'm still doing that. I need to find out what it is. Like, I looked on the internet and it's still not coming up with an option of what's up. But hello, we'll have to see what it is. Right, Twitch Lannister coming now to the final few corners into the left-handed corner, running slightly wide and onto the grass on the left, now flooring it, trying to open DRS as early as possible now to get down towards the line. It's going to be a 1:24.8 point in P4 currently. I've been tabbed out, not tabbed out even, being put back to the real world. Now we can try and do some fiddling, can we? Hello? Gabe? There we go. Wombo who's retired from the session. Gimp, the man who we expect, if he's got a chance, he will go to beat Phil. I'm surprised Milik isn't doing as well as I expected here with 3 rounds left to go. Not long in the championship, every point matters. And a good grid position is always a key to that. Gimp looking a little bit further off from his time in that first sector, but he's still got it to gain. And he looks even further down now, so it's going to be a cancellation of a lap, I believe, here. Yes, it is. Now, I hate this view so much, but Milik's still out there. He's into the pits. Zedtake's still out there. Wait, no, We're gonna watch it inboard because this isn't freaky at all. Oh, gives me the shivers just watching it. Going around the right-hand corner, braking 50 meters. So a lot shorter than you think it can be. And now, flooring it round the final corner, trying to get off 15th place on the grid. It's not a great position for him. He's a little bit up, but not much. He goes and stays in P15. Your grid is Phil from Vioxic, from Gimp, from Ian, from Sir Lannister, from Yarmolenko, from Milik, from Kip, from Yetzcopper, from Crystal Catcher, from Aiden, from Enigma, from V6 Racing, from Rainy, from Z-Takes, from Solj, from Ulbeck, from Wombo. Right. If you've been here around before, you know the drill. It's human pit stop time. And then we'll be back for the race. So we shall see you then. Going to rejoin the session, and then I'm going to go for the rest. Yeah, it's Sir Lamp, by the way. It is not Sir Lannister, but Lannister it is now. Spectate. Hello everybody, welcome back. We've returned now to the race session. And Phil is going around the final few corners. And let's just see, because it is annoying me a little bit. Hang on. Audio settings. Advanced audio settings. On. There we are. Right. It's stupid the way you have to do it that way, but anyway. Right, lining up to the grid now. Phil is on pole from other cars, I believe, is the way grids work in this game. Oh, who's that in P2? Sorry. Vioxic actually beat Gimp into P2. Wow, I didn't notice that. Sorry about that, Vioxic. And then in P4, we've got Ian and then Sir Lannister, who's actually Sir Lam. But Lannister, we're gonna call him Lannister, and that's just his problem, innit? Right, broadcast for today's race: 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and they hold them for a while, and away we go into the start of this Grand Prix. Rain was disqualified from the session. That is very unfortunate. But now Phil into the first corner, covers off the charge. We'll go down a little bit. Ian's into P3. That is a terrible start. Where's Gimp? Oh no! And Sir Lannister up the inside of Ian. Now, when the safety car's been called out, who's in what position? That's the question, and I think he's just about managed to get back in. Has he? I don't know. Yes, Ian's in P3. Reigns left the session. I wonder what's happened to him. And more importantly, what's happened to Gimp? Whereabouts is he? P17. Oh no! Gimp now finds himself in P17. What happened to him, I wonder? If anybody did see it, the camera angle sort of panned out and it really wasn't very good. We could only see our race leader. Oh no. Safety car on today's race. After not even one lap of racing, I know it says 2 laps on the top, but that is incorrect. Our race leader is Phil Still from the Oxic, from Sir Lannister, who's not called Sir Lannister, he's called Sir Lamp. From Ian, from Yarmolenko, from Yetkopper, from Kip, from Enigma, from Aiden, from Z-Tykes, from V6 Gun, from Sodge, from Crystal Catcher, from Millock, who's also had a dreadful start. He's in P14. Oh no, that's not great for the championship contender. Wombo in P15, Ulbeck in P16, and bringing up the rear after a dreadful start. I wonder what happened. Gimp in P17. Let's see if we can get some driver analysis from Gimp himself. Okay, and we'll answer Rain's question. All behind the safety car now, so hopefully he'll be able to answer our question. I said, too bad you can't just set up like an actual virtual viewing isn't standard. He wanted to go out the inside and I presume just... Whoa, what's happening here then? The safety car's just pulled off and everybody's going past? Alright, okay. Unlucky Gimp. Gimp was trying to go around the outside and Ian was trying to not crash into Vioxic, and it was just a series of events and somebody turned into him. Oh dear. So I couldn't get it on, unfortunately. It was a bit of a funny one. Couldn't see what was happening, but yeah, it looks like now we're going back around to try to find the safety car again. The safety car just decided, fuck it, we're just gonna let him past. Because, you know, that's how the safety car works, apparently. So Lannister Lamp. Actually, hang on, I wonder. I said I believe he streams on Twitch, so if I can join. there's not much to be saying, so let's be honest at this point in the race. But let's see if we can go and. I don't even know if I'm logged on to my Twitch account on my phone. Barely use it, to be fair. He's in P3. Apparently it's offline. For mature audiences. Well, he hasn't watched mine, has he? He hasn't watched this. He's in P3 currently. You can see. Can I? Shit. How do I get in? I can't see a login page. Oh no, this is terrible. Well, I can now watch on board with him. He is, yeah. At the moment on my screen, he's coming round a few corners prior. Wait, hang on. No, I had a weird moment there. It looked like he was further on the track on his stream than I was. That was mental. But yeah, he has 47 followers, has Mr. Lannister. So if you do want to watch Mr. Lannister stream, he's still called Sir Lamp. It's twitch.tv/Sir Lamp. I don't know what you'll get if you type in Sir Lannister, but there's only one way to find out. Exciting race at the moment. Hopefully safety car will be in soon, but It's one of those ones you chat about in this sort of position. I've clicked on another random music video. I don't want that. Right. Safety car coming in this lap. Come on, come on. If not, if anybody is listening in, yeah, give us something to chat about. Write something down, and I don't think the safety car's coming in. So yeah, got anything you want me to chat about for about a minute? We've got the time under the safety car. Go for it, and if you want to be quiet, we'll go and do something else. We'll just continue to ride on board with Phil. Which as we... No, we won't. What? Sir Lannister. He's my new... Oh, Yamalenko's in P4. That's good for him. I think a lot of people are pitted, actually, now I think about it. That would make sense, wouldn't it? I would pit under the safety cars. That is a clever thing to do. Right, we'll watch on the optics. Sort of second place, so we can hopefully watch a little bit further behind. So yep, around the first sector for another exciting lap behind the safety car conditions. And this asking thing hasn't worked very well, I'll be honest. Apparently, a few people watching, but nobody's talking. Nobody's talking. Yeah, it doesn't bother me that much. Kidding, who does? No. Like I said, once we actually get racing and we're under the safety car, it's a lot more interesting, but at the moment it's a bit dull. Hopefully it should be in this lap, unless because it glitched out and sent everybody round again it will do another lap. Which I hope not, because I do not want to sit beside the safety car drinking water. I feel my voice already going, so... Get ready until there's two cars side by side and I start screaming like a little girl, so... That'll be enjoyable. Also, I'm feeling a little bit of a cold, so my voice does sound a bit funny. That would be why. Somebody's talking, oh my! What position is Kip in? I went for another safety car lap. Ah! Yes, we are. He's in P6, he's doing a great job at the moment. Fair play to him. Said we've only had 2 corners of green flag racing. Not the most interesting start to a Grand Prix. Mr. Remco de Roige. That's as good as you're gonna get, mate. I'll be honest, I tried on that. Yeah, he's doing well. P6. That's probably my best attempt at a name so far. Saying that my attempts at names aren't anything to be desired. Let's put it that way. Right, hopefully the safety car will be in this lap. Perfect pronunciation. Well, I won't try again. Let's put it that way. We'll stay on the 100% for now, at least. And Crow has joined. Hello, Crow. I don't know who you are or what you want, but you've joined, so don't have a choice, really, do I? What's Kip doing? He's doing some massive weaving there, isn't he? Blimey. That's not Kip even, that's his teammate, Sir Lannister. Right, we'll jump off Kip, even though he's a fan favourite, as we all know. We'll jump across to his teammate, Sir Lannister. And crew's gone again. And this is a great view to watch. So we'll move over to Vioxx because he's very, very close to putting Phil under some pressure, but I think he gets a little bit squirmish on the exit there. Now coming down into the first corner. Round and round about. Nothing major's happening. The Sodge comes back onto the track and there's a big crash there, and oh no, it's a... Who's that in the background? It's Ian. Oh no! Ian, he's lost the front wing as well. We'll try to jump back up. Yarmolenko's into P3. What's happened to our fan favourite, Mr. Sir Lannister? He's down in 15th, crashing into a wall. Oh no! What happened there, I wonder? And he's left the session. He hasn't even retired his car. I hate people when they do that. And those cars are going to get ghosted around. But Sir Lannister's not done a great job there. I wonder what happened. But Vioxx in P2 stays put. And Phil's already beginning to bridge a gap away. And Yarmolenko in P3. He's already far away. And as Kip made his way up into P4, he has. Kip doing a wonderful start, but he has got a little bit of a train behind him, so he's going to have to keep his nose intact for now. And maybe start to catch up to the P3 car, Yarmolenko. But yeah, the race now beginning to spread out actually quite a bit. These three spreading out slightly. But Sodge is under a lot of pressure from Milik. Go Kip. Yes, indeed. I think he's under a little bit of pressure from Enigma. Looks like it, but stays in position for now. He is going to be under a little bit of pressure now coming onto this back straight, but might be one of those Enigmas racing a different race to him, I think. Around the final corner now, Phil and Vioxx trading fastest laps. DRS not open yet on Enigma's car. Enigma in the slipstream. Kip going around the first corner, keeping it nice and tidy. Literally, oh, maybe pulled out a little bit of a gap there, and I don't think he's going to be able to make a move as of yet. Whoa, big power slide for the car in front. Sodge. Now, will Ulbeck be able to see a chance? Not, doesn't go for it because Sukacic behind looking as well. Searching for a mistake. Ulbeck now sort of goes into his grasps. It looks like a very interesting one. Milik looks like he's fallen off a little bit. Aiden even beginning to fall off this train for P4 with your man Kip and Enigma. Fairly difficult track to overtake, really, apart from obviously the first two corners. Have a look at Vioxx, who's actually closed up rapidly to Phil. Wow, wasn't expecting that. Well, rapidly, I say rapidly, it's a sort of matched in pace for now, but he's definitely keeping with him. One mistake from Phil and Vioxx will be there to come and dust up. Phil crosses the line, doesn't set a fastest lap, and Vioxx actually does lose a little bit of time on that. Oh, and oh, Enigma has passed Kip somewhere. Thought he would have waited up, but apparently not. Waited up for the cameras. DRS now open. Ulbeck, not as close to Sodge as he has been on previous laps, and he looks like he's almost more under pressure from Crystal Catcher behind. Crystal Catcher looking to the inside. Not about to happen there. V6 gone in 11th. It's just like I said, the points at the moment, but once people make their pit stops, he is on the medium tyres, so he might have the advantage in that department. Yarmolenko sort of just staying firm in P3 for now. Vioxx trying his best now to re-catch Phil. He looks actually quicker through the first 2 sectors. Phil's just getting him in the last one, which is really where you need to make your time up so you can get a chance to make a move. But we'll see here. Phil just needs to make a mistake around one of these corners, and then Vioxx is definitely in with a shout like. He definitely is indeed. Around the final corner, he's going to have DRS this time open. This will help him at least with the speed differential he has. It's 0.59 this time in terms of closeness to him. Now we're going to open DRS again. Second bite of the cherry. But he's not close enough yet, but he will have closed up rapidly. And hopefully that will make this race a bit more interesting, a bit more spicy for P1. Enigma beginning to fly. He's catching Yarmolenko at a rater, not an Aiden. Wow. Right on the back now of Milik, is that? I believe it is. I think Kip might have pitted. Yes, he's down in P14 now. Oh, Crystal Catcher getting past in Ulbeck as he makes a mistake. Aiden, as I said, right on the back of Milik. Or maybe it's probably the way around. Milik's just overtaken him. Yarmolenko holding off charge from Enigma that is sure to happen soon. But Vioxx and our race leader Phil into the final corners of the lap. Phil again bridging the gap out to about 7/10. Vioxx not feeling safe enough, maybe would be the word, to get close enough. I'll see the gap now as it comes across the line. It's going to be a bit bigger than it was last time around. 6.67. If Vioxx gets this corner right, he'll be able to catch up rapidly though. And oh, he doesn't. He gets a big tank slapper on there, so he's going to have to catch up again through this second bit to try and gain time. And I believe Yarmolenko has went into the pits. So Enigma moves up into P3, Milik into P4, Aiden into P5, etc, etc. Sod's doing a good job in P6 currently. So there's a bit of a train beginning to form for P8. A lot of drivers doing a good job here. A little bit braking, locking up a little bit. To how our race for the lead is going. It looks almost there, like Vioxx has fallen a little bit further behind, but maybe feel like Vioxx going for an undercut. I repeat, Vioxx are going in for the undercut, and we'll have to see how that one plays out. Ulbeck in P8, still holding on to that position. He's got V6 and Z-Tykes just behind in P9 and 10. Be interested to see where Vioxx comes out. Vioxx, even not Vioxx. Don't know what I'm saying anymore. But Ulbeck going to be under pressure from V6 gun. He's launched the cannon up. And there's Vioxx talking about it. He's going to come out just ahead of this battle. Will he stay ahead? That's the question. It's a long run down now to this next braking zone. He looks like he's further away. And it's going to help Ulbeck. He'll get the slipstream. As Vigon actually gets quite close to him. Behind. I think the one stop is possible if you go soft and medium, so it could be a contention for that sort of strategy. To see what Phil's doing at the moment. Big lock-up, it sounds like. Chris Gotcha in P7, his teammate coming down on him in P7, 8, I don't know how numbers work, I've given up. Ulbeck in P8, V6 Gun in P9, and Z-Takes in P10, and he looks like he's getting closer but not close enough. Sort of at no man's land, these trio, it seems. Neither can get past the other. Let's bring in Yarmolenko and Gimp. Talking about getting close. Wow, Z-Takes. Very bunched up here. Oh, it's been a bad exit from Ulbeck at some point. Right, stop touching it. As V6 Gun gets ahead of Ulbeck, and now we see Z-Takes going for a move, maybe? No, not yet. Where has Phil come out? He's in P7. Crucially, behind Vioxic. The undercut has worked. Miracles for Vioxic. He's moved his way into P1 in theory of this Grand Prix. That was a well-timed pit stop from the McLaren boys, and it's got their man ahead of the Renault car as he's in P5 and the Renault is a little bit further behind. We got to remember, some of these guys, it is actually an on-track overtake, so it's all down on how quickly they can surpass these guys. And of course there's no blue flags or anything like that to assist them. So as you can imagine, Vioxic's teammate's gonna have the call to hold him behind as long as possible. But I don't think he'll have much choice in that. Vioxic now in the slipstream of the Mana Mercedes car, and Phil's already made the move stick, and Vioxic can't. Oh no! Now it's the second bite of the cherry round this for this overtake. He's got to make it stick, surely. Oh no! And now Phil's going to be right onto the back of him. That's bad news for Vioxic. He needed to make that move stick. I was talking about how it is an on-track overtake. And this AI car starting to play havoc. Now this is going to be a chance here for Vioxic. Will he take it or not on the car? He is behind. I can't see who he's behind. But they're doing a damn well good job. Who is it? It's that doesn't matter anymore because he's going round the outside of him. And Phil's going to be there as well. Oh, he squeezes Phil out. Phil touches the wall. I don't know if he lost any front wing or anything like that. But it was Sodge. And he wasn't entitled to that position, it looked like. Didn't realise Phil was on his outside as well. But Phil seems alright for now. He's going to be in the DRS. Sodge has DRS as well. Braking now for the first corner at 100 metres. A little bit earlier. I'm going to watch Phil see if he can make the move stick. I don't think Sodge will give up on it too easily though, and he's got no intention of doing so. And Phil actually goes to the inside. Sodge might be able to make a cutback work if he gets the move right here. No, well played by Phil. Moves into P5. Vioxic in P4. Both on the same tyres, I believe. Are they? Oh no. Phil's on the mediums as per Vioxic's soft tyres. So that's going to be an interesting play. Vioxic now behind Aiden. Aiden looking to hold him behind, but for how long will he be able to do it? It's Milliken Enigma up the road. Feels like to the inside of where he got all that time ago, and oh no, Vioxic runs wide on the exit. That's going to put him under pressure from the cars behind. Naming the money is actually racing on track. It's a safety car again. Oh no. And this really ruins the one stop if you're going for that. Vioxic in the pits again. Oh no, what's he doing? Going to the mediums maybe? That is a risky call of action into the pits. Everybody, a lot of people are coming in. Oh, this has played havoc with some people's strategy. Phil's safety car's crashed. Brilliant. Milik stays out and Enigma stays out. They're both on mediums. Interesting position we found ourselves in this race. While we're here, we'll watch our race leader, and I might go for a human pit stop. Once again, it sounds good to me. Sound good to you? Yep. Brilliant. I shall be back very shortly. Hello everybody, and welcome back. Our race leader is no longer Enigma, in case you have not realised. I believe it might be the man who started on pole. Gimp, no it's not. Milik. He's on the Super Softs? Interesting strategy call there from his team. Right. Shall we all have a look at fan favourite Kip, where he is in this Grand Prix? He's in P10 just behind Gimp on the Super Softs. Which is a bit random, really. Don't know why you'd want to be on the Supers. Ian's in P15, Jesus. Well, that's not good. Milik in P1, he's had a bit of a turnaround race, so to say. So now I have a couple of I was going to say something, I've forgotten what it was. So yeah, how's everybody's day been? All enjoying stuff? Oh, never mind, we're about to go racing again. Drop your stuff. Who cares? It's race time. We're on the way once again, and car number 3. Who's that? Aiden got a huge start on Enigma. I look to be challenging him into the first corner, but to no avail as of yet. Coming into the second straight now. Enigma in P2, little ways behind currently. See what's happened down the grid a little bit. Sodge in P5, that's good for him. And V6 has left the session, how unfortunate. Thought he was doing okay as well. Anyway, our leader Milik, currently on the super soft tyres. I wonder what his strategy is going to be now. I presume it's super softs and then softs. And then the question is, what is his rivals on? Poor V6. And then Phil in P4 is on soft, so he could be going the other way. He's on super soft nearer the end of the session, but Milik's had a dreadful run through those corners. He doesn't seem to have the confidence everybody else does in Enigma. Look to be getting the wiggle on behind him, but whoa! Talking about the wiggle, wow, that was a wiggle and a half, wasn't it? Wow, way. But now braking into the penultimate corner, gets the car turned in. Now he's going to have a shoot down this final straight. I think the fastest lap to go with it as well. But no move as of there yet. Phil doing a great job in P4 currently. He's all over the back of Aiden. This is going to be an interesting move. Not today, it seems. Crystal Catcher in P6. Doing a nice little job as well. Yamalanko in P7. And Gimp in P8 on his comeback drive. And Kip's moved up one position. You'll be glad to hear. Into P9. Ulbeck in P10. And after that, points are not scored. In case you're new to F1. No, Aiden currently holding back the train. At this point, you might as well just go for a big defensive drive. Why not? Don't obviously defend too hard. Let's see if you can put Phil under pressure. He hasn't really been in this sort of situation yet. There's a big pack of cars. Aiden knows all about trying to keep people behind him. And overtaking. Round tracks, you're not really expected to overtake round. Car number 13 goes around the final corner now. It looks slow though. And Phil now has a chance with DRS? Without DRS. For this lap. To the braking zone, no avail as of yet. And then round now towards the third corner. Aiden's still got him behind him. DRS, once it comes active, it's going to be a lot harder for him. So, take him while he can, I guess. Gimp's now really on the back of Yarmolenko, and Kip slowly closing as well. Yarmolenko just a tad off this big train that goes all the way to P3. Enigma actually keeping on the tippy toes of Milik. Oh, Aiden has got a very, very big Renault in behind him. Big lock up there from him. I would expect him to go right into the back of him. These corners still keeping the gap for the moment. Aiden defending hard, but it's going to be even harder in a minute down this straight. Let's see what happens. Oh, and the car behind gets loose as well, so it's not like Aiden's got a friend to trust in. And Phil got the move, it looks like. Oh, almost so close. I think Phil's gonna get it here. I don't see Aiden being able to send one up the inside here. He might go for it, he might as well. He will go for it. But he does not make it stick, and Phil moves up into P3. Nice move from him. Sudra could have really made the most of that if he had been in the right position. That would have made things very tasty if he had got past the both of them. I wonder if these guys think they can go to the end on these tyres. I don't think Millet can. But I wonder if these Enigma and Phil think they can. That would be interesting. Aiden now under pressure from the Manor car. Just behind him. Then of course it's Crystal Catcher in the McLaren. Then Yarmolenko in the Mercedes. Gimp in the Williams. Kip in the Ferrari. Ian in the Haas. Ulbeck in the Sauber. How many cars now starting to line up Aiden. Let's watch now down the back straight. Aiden's going to go to the inside again, I wonder. Yep, and the Manor says, no, I want the inside. And he gets the inside. Is he going to run wide? Very, very wide. Wow, wait. Oh, we've gone miles back. No. And oh, he rejoins just beside Gimp and almost gets scared into hitting him, and Aiden holds P4 down. Crystal Catcher in P5 now, and Yarmolenko in P6. Gimp up to P7. So definitely chances soon to arise. And Enigma's still behind Milik. And Phil's still behind both of them. But not by a massive amount, it must be said. Milik struggling, it seems, in this Grand Prix, but currently in the lead of it. Enigma looks like he's got bundles of pace, but cannot get past Hello Luca Gamer. That looks like it's a McLaren GT3 car in your profile picture. So, yeah. It's a nice car. Don't know where I was going with that. It was I was going to make a joke about McLaren, but they don't use Honda in that series, so I couldn't have really done it, which is a shame, but now anyway. Milik struggling behind in front of Enigma. He's going to show him the outside and say no, and it continues to be no. Aiden in P4 getting challenged by Crystal Catcher at the moment. Oh, he runs wide there, and now Crystal Catcher is in with a shout of getting this, getting alongside, maybe not quite. Yarmolenko in P6 under pressure from Gimp, who has been closed on by Kip. But again, Kip on the not the common tyre, will be said. Fioxic sets the fastest lap of a 1:26. That's very nice. If it stays like this, I don't want to put the commentator curse on it, but it's level with two rounds to go. Now, as a neutral, I don't know if I want that. because I'm neutral. There you go, you see? Neutral. Now, it would be interesting, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. Suzuka and Brazil, the final 2 rounds. I won't be here to commentate on Suzuka, which is our absolute shame. I didn't realise when we were doing the schedule. As we said, it's one of my more favourite tracks. I was looking forward to a race round here. But what can you do? Wasn't my choice, unfortunately. But I'm sure we'll have an interesting race nonetheless, and hopefully it will go down to the wire. It's one of the reasons I'm sort of hoping that it stays like this a little bit. But if we can see a battle between these top 3, it would be also very nice. So we'll have to wait and see what the future holds. And Kip has Kip just done something magical here? He has. He's moved up into 6. I would love to see that ahead of Yarmolenko and Gimp. Wow, fair play to him. And Sodge now behind in 9th. It's one of those, which battle do you want to watch? I feel like whichever one I'm going to watch, something interesting in the other one's going to happen. Gimp to the inside. No. Okay, you got my hopes up there, Gimp. Now he's going to get a good run. Whoa! Tank slapper McGee. Where's he off? He's off into the gravel trap. That's not good. Enigma still in P2, still struggling behind. The current car he is behind is Milik in P1, who's on the super soft, and he's still got those super softs going at the moment. Wow, wait. You gotta remember now, Phil, 2.6 behind. Vioxix retired from the session. Don't know what's happened there then. But Milik still holding the gap at the moment. Still holding that Haas car behind. But now we see where this is where it becomes interesting. Still not. Wow. Enigma's really struggling, it looks like, to try to get an overtake done here. And that's where Vioxix is. Oh dear. What happened to Vioxix then? He might jump into our lobby, hopefully, as Enigma's getting very close. Let's jump back to the other battle we have going here. The Aiden train. Or at least it feels like the Aiden train anyway. Blimey. He's doing a good job of keeping everybody behind him. Vioxix left the session. Unfortunate. But Enigma still on the back of Milik. And still closing in the background. You can probably see it. It's Phil. Enigma looks for a chance here. Enigma! He stuck his nose up the inside. Oh, Milik! Enigma takes the lead of this Grand Prix. And Enigma throwing a spanner amongst the works in this Grand Prix. Now around the final corner. Milik's going to get DRS though. Oh, Phil with a big slap of oversteer there. Milik closing, 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 closing. He looks a lot closer than Enigma has ever been up the inside now. Side by side. Oh no, they've touched! Oh, this is unbelievable moments now for the championship. That is dreadful. Enigma and Milik collide. And Phil has said, thank you very much, I shall take the lead. In unbelievable circumstances. Wow. Now we're right on board, back down to the Aiden train. Well, Donald Curtis says, we've just joined. What happened to Vioxix? He retired, I believe he crashed. I'm not sure what happened. Unfortunately. I'll try to update that at some point. But, oh wow, I can't believe that. Yeah, what happened to Vioxix, my man? Were you in the Aiden train? Is that what happened to you? But anyway, Aiden P4 at the moment. He might have a chance of P3 here as well, which would be nice for one of these drivers in the Aiden train. See in the background there, actually, that was Ian making a move on Yarmolenko up the inside. Very nicely done. Oh, that Haas car looks beaten up. He's struggling, he goes into the pits, and that releases Aiden into P3 now. I know if he needed any more motivation to try and hold that position down. brakes in, and there's still close to be done. Oh, Aiden getting a big tank slapper. Crystal Catcher going to go look to the outside. This might be a chance. Aiden to the inside. Crystal Catcher's not going to get the power down. Kip on the outside. He makes the most of that. Round into P5. What a nice move. Crystal Catcher demoted into P5, sorry. Kip up into P4, and then a huge train comes behind. It looks like Ian now looking to get on the Crystal Catcher. Overtaking spree to the inside, not quite enough room. And on the Enigma Millet crash, it looks like it could have just been a racing incident. Okay, unfortunately Vioxic got a bug and then crashed on purpose. So that's why he is no longer in the running. So yeah, it's Phil from Millet, so that means the gap will be 17 points with 2 races to go. But at the moment, that's not the interesting battle that's going on in this race currently. It's for P3. Kip now in P4, the fan favourite, it seems, from earlier in the session, as Ian looks to the outside of Crystal Catcher. And oh, there's contact! Crystal Catcher gives him no room, and I think that's going to be Yarmolenko now going to making benefits of that, and that's Ian well and truly in trouble. Kip not able to find a way past Aiden for now. Is this the final lap? I think it is. Oh wow, this is going to be dire moments. Kip, will he make a move? He's going to try it, I think, surely. I know I definitely would be. Aiden does not deserve a podium. I'm kidding, of course. But we'll have to see now. Kip, he's not close enough at this moment in time. Now, through the fast left and through the fast right. Kip looks like he's fallen behind a little bit. Well, it looks like Aiden's got this in the bag, it seems. Phil comes around the final corner and he's going to win this Grand Prix in interesting circumstances. Milik will come second. And now, unless Kip can go for one almighty dive bomb, it's going to be... It's not just there, is it? It's going to be Aiden, unless Kip can open DRS now, and it's going to be across the line. Aiden moves! Aiden, oh my! Moves in the slipstream, and that, I think, will have to be retired. Will have to be investigated at least. Aiden moving in a straight line and Kip crashing out across the line. I don't know if his position held or not, but you can see his car crashed in the middle of the track. That is a very interesting one. That is a very interesting one indeed. Unfortunate for both Ian and for Vioxic. Vioxic had to stop 4 times instead of once. He was going for the 1 stop. And Ian, unfortunately, we saw him getting taken out twice. Allbeck comes around to finish in a respectable 12th place. Right, Phil from Milik, from Kip, from Crystal Catcher, from Gimp, from Sodge. So, oh no! Does that mean... Oh wait, Aiden? Where's Aiden? So Kip gets P3, Crystal Catcher gets P4, Gimp gets P5, Sodge gets P6, Aiden gets P8, Yarmolenko gets P8, sorry, Aiden got P7, Enigma gets P9, Jets Copper gets P10, Z-Tex in P11, Ulbeck in P12, and DNFs are Ian, Vegan, Jamie Lannister, who's actually Sir Lannister, but now he's Jamie, Vioxic, and Wombo. All DNF. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we saw it Ian. It looked like a funny one, and yeah, I don't know what to think on that Aiden one. Luckily, he did get across the line and did end up getting further because of Aiden's penalty. So I don't know why Aiden just didn't really bother it. What track next? It is the Japanese Grand Prix, and I am absolutely bummed I can't come and commentate for you guys, but it's been fun, and we'll be here obviously for the last race of the season at Brazil. Yeah, I think that will do us for today. An interesting race nonetheless. We'll have to go and see what happened, what people think of it. Bit of an interesting one, with obviously the front two at the time taking each other out, and then the Aiden train, of course. We've already done the Monaco Grand Prix. Like I said, we've 2 races now to go, so we can get done before the new game comes out, and then we'll be doing the normal full season as per the F1 2017 season. And then we'll see how much time we have left for a second season. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll be back in 2 weeks' time to watch the grand finale. Thank you very much.